Hello, good evening, and welcome to Wapakoneta, where tonight on WOSN we've got a Western Buckeye League matchup between the visiting Elida Bulldogs and the homestanding Wapakoneta Redskins. I'm Garrett Seawright, joined alongside Mark Shine, and tonight's pregame show brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area, serving Lima for over 100 years. They're proud to call this home. And Mark, when you take a look at tonight, really kind of a game with some big playoff implications, with Wapak being 11th in Division III, Region 12, and Elida being 13th. Somebody can really advance themselves tonight, and with a loss could really harm their playoff chances too.
That's absolutely correct. I think the playoffs, and when you get to week 8, you start thinking down the road where that means something. But you're right, this is obviously some playoff implications. Both of them are chasing Salina at the top of the Western Buckeye League, and in fact, Wapak will finish their season with Salina, so they're still playing for a league championship, and with just one loss, Elida's in the same boat.
So we'll step aside. We'll come back with the keys to the game for tonight's matchup between the 5-2 Bulldogs and the 5-2 Redskins next here on WOSN. Back here at Wapakoneta, getting set for this matchup between the visiting Elida Bulldogs and the homestanding Wapakoneta Redskins. And Mark, it's time to take a look at our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac. They're the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer, serving Lima for over 100 years. They're proud to call this home. And when you take a look at the matchup tonight, what stands out to you that is mission imperative to get a victory tonight?
Well, I think both teams have some similarities and some differences, so I thought we would kind of contrast a couple of position type things this evening. First of all, the quarterback position, and we know the job that Caleb Moyer has done this year. He's completed 79% of his passes. The last 4 weeks, he has just been dynamite with 819 yards through the air and 7 touchdowns. And on the other side, Ryan McGew is out for Elida. He's been injured, of course. Isaac Earl, though, stepped in last week, had a great game-winning drive when they came back and they defeated Defiance. He's thrown for 432 yards and 3 touchdowns in his stint as a starting quarterback. So kind of some similarities, but also some differences in that area. Both teams have outstanding running backs. David Etzkorn, the running back for Elida, 649 yards on the ground, 10 touchdowns. Jace Noss, 753 yards on the ground, and 8 touchdowns for Wapak. Very similar and very good offensive lines for both teams. And the final thing is defense, because Wapak is the number 1 defense in the conference. They give up 9 points per game. Elida is second. They give up 15. Elida is first in the conference as far as giving up the fewest yards per game, and Wapak is second. So both teams begin the game with defense, and we'll have to see if they can control these two offenses this evening.
That's the look at our Lima Chevrolet Cadillac keys to the game. We've got you ready for the matchup. When we return, we'll have first quarter action for you. It's 5-2 Elida, 5-2 Wapak. When we return here on WOSN. Tonight's scoreboard sponsor, Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years, with offices in downtown Lima and Bluffton. Got everybody set up and ready to go tonight here in this Western Buckeye League matchup. The Elida Bulldogs come in at 5-2, as do the Wapak Redskins. Wapak winners of 5 in a row after starting as tough of a schedule as you can at the start of the season, with the 13-time state champion Marion Local Flyers, and then Defiance, who's resting atop the Western Buckeye League standings and tied for second place in the Western Buckeye League standings behind Salina. But Wapak rattled off 5 wins in a row and really improving throughout the season, Mark.
That they have. A couple of very difficult games to start with, and they still have a chance to play for a league championship with Salina at the end. Garrett, it is currently 63 degrees as the wind's about 10 miles an hour blowing straight across the field from the home side to the visitor side. And the Weather Channel says we could get some rain by the time this is over, sometime in the 9 to 9:30 range. So hopefully that doesn't affect play, but well could.
Right, if it comes in at 9:30, that's in the late stages of the fourth quarter when you might not want that rain to be coming in.
And the way these two teams like to run the football on the ground, this game could well be over by that time.
Right, we could be working on our way back home by 9:30 or so, as the Elida Bulldogs have the football teed up, ready to send it away, as Ethan Ramsdale gives it the boot. And it's corralled by the Redskins up the near sideline, as Jace Nouse has some room to run. He's out to the midfield stripe. He's shoved out of bounds, but a great return by Jace Nouse, the senior running back, will give great starting field position to the Redskins to open tonight's ball game.
Well, he has 753 yards rushing this year and 8 touchdowns. They just about broke that one on the opening kickoff. And great field position for his team.
So the nose of the football right at the 50-yard line as Wapak will get set to get started. Caleb Moyer, the sophomore signal caller, the coach's son, will begin tonight in the shotgun with Nouse to his left. They'll send two wide receivers to the left, Joey Truesdale and Grant Hauser to the bottom of the screen as Nouse gets the carry. Rumbles ahead for just a couple of yards. Take a look at the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Instant Replay.
Let's keep in mind that Elida has a very talented sophomore, Parker Krim, at 6'3" and 235, playing on that defensive line, and he is someone you must account for on every play.
Yeah, didn't see Elida on the football field last year, but during a JV basketball game last year, I said, who is that kid? And Matt Tabor said, he's going to be a beast on the football field, just watch. And he has certainly made his impact known with 9 sacks throughout the season as Caden Page catches the quick pass from Moyer. Gained just a couple on the completion.
Caden Page is second on the team to Grant Jolly with 32 receptions on the season. He does lead the team in touchdowns to the air with 4. And we are to a third down.
Jackson Kovault shoved Page out of bounds for the tackle, so 3rd and 2 upcoming on this opening drive by the Redskins. 3 wide receivers to Moyer's left. On the design, quarterback keep. Has the frost roofing first down and more.
What a great hole opened up on the left side of the formation. They caved in the defensive line there. You got it down to the 34-yard line. Pick up of 8 and a first down.
Move those chains down to the 34-yard line. Moves the chains.
I really intended, Garrett, before we came down to the gate, to look at last year's roster, because this year Caleb Moyer, sophomore, 6'2", 185. He's grown, to 3 inches or something in the last year and put on 10 or 15 pounds. He's becoming a big young man.
Certainly more solid than he was a season ago as they'll turn and pitch to Grant Jolly out in the open field. Great defense by the Bulldogs. They turned and pitched it to him, and the helmet came off of Aiden Daly. So he'll have to come out. You see on the Lee's Famous Recipe Instant Replay, Daly, the initial Bulldog there on the stop.
See that hit by Daly? Wearing 51 in black and white. Kind of reminds you of Dick Butkus, who passed away.
Dick Butkus, one of the best follows on Twitter, Mark.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's just
humorous.
Hilarious.
Yes.
And I saw that yesterday also. It was almost in 1999, hours before the Bears played the Washington Redskins. It was announced Walter Payton died. And hours before the Bears played the Washington Commanders last night, it was announced Dick Butkus died as Grant Hauser, the intended target there, had it right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, that's one of those that coaches talk about. You got to secure the football before you head upfield, and he wasn't able to do so that time. He looked up to make a run and leaves his team at second. It's 3rd and 5, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. There they changed it down. My bad.
Yes, 3rd and 5 here on the outskirts of the Wright State University Lake Campus red zone. Moyer with Nouse to his right. Looking. Fires over the middle of the field. It's caught by Jolly. No, it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Yep, dropped.
Had to wait a moment. I wasn't sure whether it was a catch and a fumble or not because of the contact from the Bulldogs.
And Daly there on the coverage. So 4th and 5. And it looks like they're going to bring the... Kyle Beach is going to come out. Whether he's punting or kicking a field goal is what remains to be seen.
He's talented at either one. Let's put it that way.
Looks like they're going to attempt the field goal. So that'll be a 46-yard field goal?
It would be.
His long of the season, 37. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. Has plenty of leg. And he got it.
Wow.
A 46-yard field goal by Kyle Beach, the longest of the season. Gives Wapak the 3-0 lead here in the first quarter on WOSN. Tonight's instant replay sponsor, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, homestyle happens here. A 46-yard field goal by Kyle Beach with 6 of 9 on the season coming into tonight with a long of 37. Now is 7 of 10 with a new long that had plenty of leg on it. Now Beach will send it away on the kickoff. Just shy of the goal line, corralled at the 4-yard line. Runs out to the 20-yard line, breaks a couple of tackles.
Garrett, that's an excellent kickoff because not only is it deep, but it's high in the air and gives his team a chance to get down and cover it. They had a chance to get him inside the 20. Instead, the ball will go to the 23-yard line for the Elida drive.
So Elida gets final instructions here from head coach Kyle Harmon as tonight's first quarter brought to you by Binkley Real Estate. They have an effective sales approach, effective marketing campaigns, an extensive network that will get results that move you. Isaac Earl, the senior, started a season at wide receiver, thrust into quarterback duty, takes the low snap, fires over the middle of the field, caught by Jackson Cobalt, slips a tackle before he's driven to the turf out of bounds by Jared Mullen, and a gain of just a couple on first down.
Pretty heads-up play for a young man who hasn't played a lot of quarterback. The snap wasn't exactly accurate, but able to secure it and make a significant pass to a teammate.
It's a gain of 4 on first down for Elida, and with Earl still feeling out the quarterback position, how long does that process take of feeling more and more comfortable, and how long does the process take to open up the playbook?
Yeah, he's a senior. He's been in the program for a while, but this is his first opportunity the last 3 weeks to play quarterback.
Earl quickly fires to Amari Wash, the man in motion, to the 30-yard line before he's pulled down by Reese Schnarry. Back-to-back throws by Isaac Earl, complete. Awful short passes that high completion percentage bring up 3rd and short.
That pass, he just anticipated was going to be open, and it's led him with enough pass to catch the ball and make a couple 3 yards.
Wash with 36 receptions on the season coming into tonight.
Had 2 huge ones last week in their fourth quarter drive that ended up beating Defiance.
Earl, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in his limited duty at the quarterback spot here in the waning stages of the regular season. He's got 3 receivers and that's scoring to his right. Nouse chases him down, got rid of it before he's brought to the turf for the sack, but nobody picked up Nouse off the edge. And the pressure forces the incompletion, and it looks like it's going to force a punt.
We talked about Nouse as a running back, but that time came clean off the right side of the defensive formation. Offensive line blocked down that time. His blitz was wide open. Had to get rid of it. Here's going to be a punt.
Logan Crow on to punt. Averages nearly 40 yards a kick. As Caden Page and Grant Jolly come back deep to return for the Redskins, leading 3-0 here in this first quarter. Crow the low snap. It's a high kick. That'll bounce. The Redskins will watch it roll down to the 32-yard line. And that's where they'll start their second drive of the evening.
Elida able to pick up just a couple of completions, but the Wapak defense held. They are the number 1 team in the conference defensively as far as points given up, and showed a little bit of it right there.
Yeah, the first 2 completions for the Bulldogs, high percentage. Then get Nouse off the edge. Tough to pick up that blitz as Moyer will be joined in the backfield by Nouse and Jolly. They'll send Jolly in motion. The handoff to Nouse. Got to the first level before he shoved backwards.
Elida defense has been very good against the run this year. Of course, that's one of the things that's the Wapak Redskins' bread and butter, not that they don't spread it around offensively.
Travis Adkins and Aiden Daly combined for the stop for the Bulldogs. Gain of 6. So the clock continues to tick on that Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Moyer back in the gun. Another handoff to Nouse. Meandering through that Elida defense out to the 47-yard line, and it's good enough for a Frost Roofing first down.
Got a really good block from number 61 that time. 61 is Sebastian Duncan, and he got out there and cleared some space as he pulled from his position. Picked up 8 back-to-back, 6 and 8 yard pickups.
Nice. Really, Nouse inching towards that 1,000-yard tally at 750 through 7 games. On only 106 carries. Doesn't get 3 straight carries as they'll turn and fire. This one to Hauser. He's got another Frost Roofing first down as the 6'5 junior snags that one after dropping the first attempt to him.
Got it right in the seam of the zone. Just stopped right there and was able to make the catch. Good pick up to the 43-yard line.
So Wapak already putting a drive together. 3 plays into Elida territory. Joey Truesdale will trot on the field in exchange for Ryan Walter. It's a little heavier package here for the Redskins as they'll send 2 tight ends to the bottom of your screen as Moyer lines up with Nouse. Jolly the man in motion. Nouse the carry. He's stuck by Etzkorn coming up from that linebacker spot. Read the play perfectly. Gain of just 1.
He pulled the 67 that time across the formation, and David Etzkorn, you talk about running back, talk about a guy who can catch the football out of the backfield, runs kickoff backs, runs punch back, plays defense. To just put football player down beside his name.
No, absolutely.
Don't assign him a position, just put football player.
2nd and 9. Jolly will go in motion behind Moyer. Takes the pitch. He'll let it fly. Looking down the near sideline for Page. Had to reach for it. Might have a roughing the passer penalty. Penalty flag down behind the line as Jolly took a shot. Let it fly. And this is the first call of the quarter. Brought to you by Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com.
Had a little bit of a step, did number 11, Caden Page. Walsh was pretty close to him. The pass was a bit overthrown, but the penalty in the backfield will negate that and set up a first down.
So with 5:49 to go here in the first quarter on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Wapak sitting pretty at the 27-yard line on their second drive of the ball game. The handoff to Nouse. Has some blockers in front of him. Patiently meanders through the Elida defense down inside the Wright State University Lake Campus red zone after the carry.
Pulled both guards that time, Caden Ware and Landon Miko, and they got out in front of it. And then the cutback, and you mentioned patience. That certainly is a trademark of that young man.
He's got a great ability to patiently run and then also run as if he's just angered. Looking for
doesn't
contact.
It seem like, though, Garrett, we do them Wapak football for years. Their running backs all seem to have that ability to be patient, get their eyes upfield, and make a cut at the proper time.
Absolutely. As Nouse will get another carry. Looking for a little bit more room. Instead, gobbled up in the middle of that defense. Kevin McGuire in on the stop, as was Daly.
Caden Ware with a kick-out block that time. But the defense was able to react and hold it to a short game.
Seth Sharp, the first one there at the ankles of Nouse. Just a gain of 2. As Nouse has got a steady dose here in this first quarter.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, 15th play that they've run so far compared to just 3 for Elida before their punt.
2 wide receivers to Moyer's left. Stands in the pocket, steps up, pressured by Krim, trying to trace him down. Moyer able to get out of it as the Frost Roofing first down and more, upended out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Well, I think we found a little bit about the speed that we can find from Caleb Moyer, and if I had that young man, Parker Krim chasing me, I'd be running pretty fast too, but he did a great job not only pick up the first down, then getting out of bounds as well.
And you can see almost the extra gear of Parker Krim is 6'3", 235-pound sophomore that kick it in a little extra faster.
Garrett, that young man they're talking about before he's done, that there might be some D1 offers in his category.
Yeah, you can see the size and the frame and the athleticism there, but wasn't able to track down Moyers. Nouse another carry, met in the backfield, able to bust through it, and Nouse is into the end zone for a Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown.
Watch this contact right here. He ran right through a tackle right there at about the 5 or 6 yard line. Gets himself into the end zone.
Just a powerful run by the 5'11", 210-pound senior for the Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown. And now Beach is on for the B&B Auto Repair extra point. Looking to make it a 10-point lead. And does. The 4-yard touchdown run by Jace Nouse makes it 10-0 Redskins here in the first quarter on WOSN. Tonight's premier sponsor for the Elida Bulldogs, John Stalker DDS, providing dental care for high school sports fans.
You know, Garrett, we talked about the contact of getting himself into the end zone, but the offensive line, Ryan Price, tackle number 50, center is 54, Mason Ludwig. The two guards are Caden Ware at 64 and Landon Miko at 67. The tackle, Austin Brown. Throw in the tight end that you mentioned, Hauser. It's a very good offensive line, and they created some space that time.
Absolutely, as the kick goes into the end zone this time, and Elida will start at their own at 20-yard line. But I don't know if there's a way to say enough about the extra effort that Jace Nous goes through there on the Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown to just power through. I mean, he was met in the backfield, which really didn't look like instant reaction might be just go down, live to fight another day. Instead, powers through the tackle, an impressive touchdown run for Jace Nous, his 9th of the season.
Yeah, he had 753 yards before this evening. He's over 800 yards now, I would imagine, with his carries he's done here in the opening quarter. Strong back, but also shifty and with a great vision that we've talked about.
Down 10-0. The Bulldogs go back to work for their second drive as Etzkorn gets the carry. He's gobbled up. Really nowhere to run for Etzkorn. As looks like Johnny Carnes the tackle for Wapak.
Etzkorn, 649 yards rushing, 10 touchdowns for him this year. He's also caught 19 balls for a touch. One of those went for a touchdown. Plays defense. Just one of those really, really good players. And
we talk about Nous being a football player. Etzkorn's in that same category.
That's correct. I talked to an assistant coach from a small college today. Said we'd love to have that young man.
3 wide receivers to the right. Turns and fires. It's caught by Wash. Out to the 35-yard line. It's a Frost Roofing first down for the Bulldogs as Earl puts one on the money.
That he did. Got a nice quick release, doesn't he? Kind of snaps the ball right to the correct spot, to the 35-yard line, to pick up a 14.
You see really kind of a supreme understanding there of where Wash was going to be, that threw it maybe before Wash was getting out of the break.
Senior's been through the football program, obviously here at Elida. And obviously some good coaching to get him to this point here, having not played quarterback for very many games.
Earl back to pass, throws to Etzkorn out of the backfield. Put it on the money one more time, shoved out of bounds by Jolly. What a great throw. Look at a great Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken instant replay.
Puts the ball right on the money again. I'm impressed with his accuracy. He's up 9.
4 for 5 so far here in the early going as the clock continues to tick with 3 minutes to go here in the opening stanza.
The one they missed came off a blitz, and let's see if the Wapakoneta Redskins start getting after him a little bit more.
Send 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Turns and fires one more time to Wash. Out past the midfield stripe before he's brought down by Joey Truesdale. But an easy pitch and catch one more time. 3 consecutive completions for the Bulldogs.
Got a good block downfield from Jackson Kovalt to help get him into Redskin territory.
That moves the chains on the Frost Roofing first down. The ball spotted at the 49-yard line, so the Bulldogs into Wapak territory for the first time, trailing 10-0 here in the early going. 2 wide receivers split out wide to each side now. Etzkorn to the right of Earl. Fires over the middle. Nearly got his fingertips on it to Joey Truesdale. Seth Sharp, the intended target, paid for... Or Hockey, I beg your pardon. Keaton Hockey, the intended target.
I think Hockey knew that hit was about to come and was trying to tuck it in and make a move with it before he actually secured the football. That was not a bad pass, just a bit high, perhaps.
Truesdale.
Etzkorn was open coming out of the backfield that time, too.
Truesdale almost got his fingertips on it. Yeah. And Hockey took a shot. As Earl will come back into the gun. Etzkorn stands offset to the right. Gets the carry. Cut down just shy of the 45-yard line.
Garrett, that play was designed to go off left guard, but he realized it was bottled up there and just broke it outside. Got a nice block from Keaton Hockey. Picked up 3.
Good vision employed by Etzkorn. Makes it 3rd and somewhat long here for the Bulldogs after getting into Wapak territory with some efficient passing.
You wonder if being down 10-0, this is 4-down territory.
Earl. Wapak brings
and
the blitz.
Got after him.
Can't set it up. Truesdale, the interception. Went right into the arms of Truesdale. Nearly had the INT earlier in the drive. Picks up his 2nd of the season there as Caden Ware puts the hit on the quarterback for the INT.
That they did. They came after him that time. He tried to roll right, and instead big pressure, and then the pass was into the hands of number 45, Joey Truesdale, and great field position here with 1:38 to go.
So Truesdale's second interception of the season, the fourth thrown by Earl.
And Elida defense going to have to make a stand.
Moyer in the gun. See if Wapak tries to take a shot here. Grant Jolly to the bottom of your screen. Nope, they'll turn and fire to Page at the top. Very close to a Frost Roofing first down. It's going to be shoved out of bounds a yard shy of it.
Up the sideline, just make a little stop pattern right there. Settles down, makes the catch. Picks up about, 8? Let's call it, to 41.
Just right at 8 yards.
So many weapons that this Wapak offense has between the running game with Noss, and you got Jolly and all the Page and all the good receivers and a quarterback who knows how to distribute the ball.
And Jolly, for as great of a football player he is, better baseball player, going to North Carolina State as Moyer play action pass to Truesdale. Gets a block. It's a race to the pylon. Can he get there first? He dives for it. Is he in? Sure. Marked him just down at the 1 yard line. A great rumbling catch by the big fella.
How about this? He turned on the speed I'm not sure a lot of people knew he had. He got a nice block downfield to help spring him, and it eventually gets knocked out of bounds, but not before the huge pickup to the 1 yard line. Pickup of 40.
So Frost Roofing first down, and now Wapak with the ball spotted at the 1 yard line is as deep into the Wright State University Lake Campus red zone as you can be. With under a minute to go here in this first quarter. And they'll go under center in the wing tee. Moyer powers ahead, gets a push from Schnarry, and he is in for the Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown. Moyer's fourth rushing touchdown of the season, and that Fat Jack's Pizza TD makes it 16-0 Redskins.
We talked about his 185 pounds and how more physically mature he's become from his freshman to his sophomore year, and was able to use that strength to push into the end zone.
The B&B Auto Repair extra point awaits for Kyle Beach. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up through the uprights and good, making it 17-0 Wapak. Here with under a minute to go in the first quarter on WOSN. Tonight's premier sponsor for the Wapak Redskins is the Side Rail here in Wapak, featuring signature burgers, appetizers, large portions, and specialty drinks. Open 7 days a week on Auglay Street and online at thesiderailrestaurant.com. Wapak goes 3 plays, 49 yards for the touchdown. The Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown to make it 17-0 here, Mark.
I think if I'm a football coach, I'll give the ball to Truesdale. He gets the interception. Then he has the big run on the pass. I'd let him finish that one off.
He got you down to the 1 yard line on the 40-yard gain. Got the interception. You're right. Give me the payoff.
2 big plays for him on that particular set, one defensively and one offensively. Does that get in the end zone? It does.
It does. And you mentioned earlier, Mark, that we've seen a history of Wapak running backs that have the ability to show patience. Joey Truesdale has been playing varsity football at Wapak since the Bush administration.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
We talk about, Caleb Moyer getting more and more experience in the Wapak offense. Joey Truesdale has played probably 5,000 snaps of varsity football in his career.
And you know what's going to happen, Garrett? That Moyer's a sophomore.
Right.
This is his 7th start this year. Obviously started every game last year. And he's got 2 years plus to go.
And it's exciting to see that possibilities in his future as well.
Elida's got to get something going. Little pitch and catch.
Wash the catch. Tries to make one-man miss. A gain of 4 as he can't slip through the tackle there of Reese Schnarry.
Set again. Again, a little bit of a low snap. That's almost like a long handoff right there to pick up 4 for Wash.
Wash, great athlete, the 5'9", 160-pound sophomore. Looks like Elida, watching intently, has to snap the football
it's as close, isn't it?
It's as close as you can get, but play clock and game clock. And
I think Coach Harmon's actually asking the official, can we let this run down and not catch a penalty?
Yeah, I think technically it's a delay of game, or I think technically the quarter ends.
I keep looking at that clock, and it's so close it's hard to tell, but we're going to get into the quarter right
and
here.
That will take us to the second quarter as Elida just watches the quarter go to an end. Redskins lead 17-0 over the Elida Bulldogs after one quarter of play here on WOSN. Timeouts tonight brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. So technically, there's still 1 second remaining on the first quarter scoreboard. Elida was going to be faced with a penalty if they let the clock run out in the first quarter. So there is 1 second left as Hockey, the man in motion after the Metzger Financial Services timeout. Earl lets it fly down the far sideline, overshoots Jackson Koval, and now that's the end of the first quarter. Score remains the same, 17-0. We now head to the second here on WOSN. Tonight's second quarter brought to you by Binkley Real Estate. They have an effective sales approach, effective marketing campaigns, and an extensive network that will get results that move you. So the second quarter now about to get underway and gives Elida a chance to kind of regroup here. 3rd and 6 upcoming, and a first down is needed in a bad way for the Bulldogs. That's absolutely correct. They used this break. They went over to talk with Coach, and they need to get 6 right here and keep possession because the Wapak offense has scored all 3 possessions, and they need to keep the football right here and keep the defense off the field. 3 wide receivers to Isaac Earl's left, as is David Etzkorn in the gun. Back to pass, has time, throws up the middle. Great catch, climbed the ladder, did Seth Sharp to bring it home. What do they call that, Garrett? High-pointed. He went up and high-pointed it and yanked it down. 12-yard pickup. That's a huge play for the Bulldogs. That is as high as a catch as you'll see. Seth Sharp, the 5'11 senior, gets up there to bring it down, and that's a big Frost Roofing first down. I appreciate the patience and the ability of Earl just to kind of sort things out and find the right guy, and a good pickup of 12 right there. Much needed first down for the Bulldogs, as Isaac Earl will go back in the gun. Play came in late. Can they get it off? No. Oh, yes, they do. Barely. There was Earl, 1 second left. Slings it to Etzkorn, tries to shift one tackler as he's brought down in the open field. The play call came in late from the sideline, and Earl made a wise choice. He thought he was going to have to run with the football, but instead picks up about 6. Bryson Pack, the tackle in the open field for the Redskins. So a 5-yard gain makes it 2nd and 5. Isaac Earl, 5'9", 170-pound senior. Turns and pitches to Etzkorn. Reverses field. Got through a couple of tackles. Penalty flag comes down late. Somebody grab a face mask trying to get him down. It kind of had that look to it. I don't know if Rampula got it or not. Let's see. Face mask is the call. First call of tonight's second quarter brought to you by Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com. So we tack that on to the run that Etzkorn made and give them a first down at the 43 of the Redskins. So big pickup. That really moves the football into Wapak territory, and another Frost Roofing first down. I think it was inadvertent, but it was pretty severe, hence the 15-yard penalty tacked onto the run. And I'm surprised, Mark, that the idea of player safety being on the top of everybody's mind, that there even still is an incidental face mask. That's a good point. You think that if you're going to touch that, it's going to get you 15 every time. Yep. 2 wide receivers split out wide to each side. Earl holds just a little long for Etzkorn off the fingertips. Etzkorn showed block that time and then released out into the flat, but the connection between the two, the mesh point wasn't very good, and hence the incomplete pass, second down. So 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs. 7th play of this drive coming up that started back on their own 20-yard line. They need to finish this with some points to get back in the game. Earl checks the wristband. On 2nd and 10, it's Keaton Hawkey and 2 wide receivers. Move to the right as he awaits the snap from Tyler Siefker, and hands off to Etzkorn. Powers up through the Wapak defense to the 36-yard line before he's brought down on the open field. See that hole open up in the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken instant replay.
Good 7-yard pickup from him. Running on that side behind Parker Krim on that side. Also number 78, Titus Daly.
Brings up 3rd and 3 here. Probably 4-down territory for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I would think you're down by 17. You're on the 36-yard line. I would think that's accurate.
And really, it's still pretty early in this ball game. Earl, the slow snap, sidearms it. Wash
right on that one.
Met in the open field, and it's brought straight down by Reese Schnarry.
And Reese was setting on that one.
So the pass was complete, but it's a loss of 2. And that certainly makes the 4th down conversion a little more difficult. Great open field tackle by Schnarry.
He was. That was his assignment that time. Knocked the ball back to about the 37.5-yard line. And they're going to need a long 4 to keep possession of the football.
See what the Bulldogs dial up here. Big play for both sides.
I'm curious if the Redskins come after them. They've had some success when they brought a lot of pressure.
Looks like they'll show blitz. Etzkorn bubbles out to the far side. Bring just 4. Earl down the seam, has Wash.
Oh, nice
made
play.
the catch.
Yes.
it right on the money at the 10-yard line. A phenomenal throw from Earl. A great catch by Wash for a Frost Roofing first down.
Right in the seam of the zone right there. Wash waited on the football long enough to make the catch and hung on under contact down to the 9-yard line. 27-yard pickup, big play.
Now the football rolling away here.
It's a bit windy, isn't it? Well, where are we going to put it down at? We're going to put it down right at the 10-yard line.
Right at the 10-yard line, so inside the Wright State Lake campus red zone.
And they cannot get a first down.
So it is 1st and goal with the nose of the football at that 10, as Mark says. 10th play of the drive upcoming. Etzkorn to the right of Earl. A trio of receivers and Etzkorn to carry. Power straight into the Wapak defense before he's met by a host of red shirts.
See, it was just body on body that time as he tried to get some leg strength going. Picked up a couple to the 8.
You see the football roll away again. The wind has certainly picked up.
Let's just hope there's no moisture attached to that wind.
Now, I live in Salida, and my wife had texted me a couple moments ago that the sky looks nasty here. Which is not what I wanted to hear.
You know, I looked out our window here. It's dark.
It's dark. Earl, by his lonesome in a gun, looks to the left, fires over the middle of the field, put it right in the midst of Truesdale, who knocks it down.
And Truesdale about had INT number 2. Watch him play this from his linebacker position. Just came up and tomahawked it into the ground, but he might have been able to pick that one off too.
Truesdale having a big night so far. The 40-yard catch and rumble earlier, the INT.
And they brought an extra defensive back in, Caleb Moyer, on this play.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Of course, the field compresses when you get inside the 10-yard line. Not a lot of room to squeeze the football in now.
Wash the man in motion. Goes right back to where he came from.
They came after him
and
got
with the
him.
blitz and got him. Earl can't get out of it. Bryson Pack off the edge for the sack at a big time.
Well, it's the first sack they've gotten, but they've got a lot of pressure, and when they have brought people, they have had success all the way back to the 16-yard line, 4th down.
Looks like Ethan Ramsdale will come on for the field goal attempt. 2 for 2 in field goals. And the wind is whipping.
Yeah, this will be a difficult one, first of all, from distance, second from the wind standpoint.
So a 34-yard field goal attempt from Ramsdale. The kick is up, and he got it. So from 34 yards out, Ethan Ramsdale gets Elida on the Web Insurance Agency scoreboard for the first time, making it 17-3 here in the second quarter on WOSN. Tonight's touchdown sponsor, Fat Jack's Pizza. Get the Fat Jack's Pizza before or after the game and enjoy their delicious pizza, fun games, and ice-cold drinks.
Garrett, that's a big-time field goal right there, Garrett. The 34 yards with this very severe crosswind. The snap was just a bit high. It was reeled in very well by the holder. And Elida gets on the board. That's important.
And generally, especially for a high school kicker, is not like trying to gauge the wind like he's using a loft wedge or something like that. That you got to look at. Okay, right now it's blowing to the east, and then now it's blowing to the south. It's a nice kick by Ramsdale to get it through the uprights and good to get the Bulldogs on the board.
And now, Garrett, the onus becomes on this defense from Elida. Can they get a stop this time? There's an onside kick. Good hop. Look out.
And a running catch made by Jolly. And he'll bring it out to the 35-yard line.
Would it be fair to say he fielded that like a shortstop?
He did.
Mr. Baseball. Of course, he's a pitcher, but good play. That ball was rolling free, and Elida would love to have been able to have a chance to secure that one, but instead it's going to be on the 35-yard line for the Wapakoneta Redskins, and a little more than half of a quarter to go and 3 timeouts.
So the Redskins looking to grow that lead after leading by 17. Now the lead just 14. On the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line as the sophomore Caleb Moyer goes back to work in the shotgun with Nouse to his right. The senior gets the carry, runs up to the 44-yard line, and to get to the 45, so a gain of 9, just shy of that first down marker.
That was a pull by Landon Miko. He did a really nice job of getting out in front of that one. And we're to the 44-yard line, so we get 9 on first down from Chase Noss.
Clock continuing to tick on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. As Moyer going back in the gun. Sends Hauser in motion. Shuffles. Gives to Nouse. Powers for the Frost Roofing first down. Out to midfield.
You mentioned Hauser going in motion that time, and he becomes the blocking back. It helps clear that path for Noss to get right to midfield.
Did a nice job, put his defender on the turf, and then picked him right back up, did Hauser. Great sportsmanship here in this second quarter as we just reached the halfway mark. Football right at the 50-yard line as Moyer gives one more time to Nouse. Has to cut it back up before he's brought down.
Good block by Caden Ware on a kick out on Etzkorn.
Tyler Dillon in on the stop for Elida. 3 consecutive runs here for Wapak to start the drive, and might be one of those, we're going to try to break your morale here and push you around.
Wapak would love to run this clock down and score late.
2 tight ends to the far side as Moyer's pass tipped up in the air, and
Parker Krim went up and got that, and with his athleticism, almost knocked it to himself.
And the first throw of the drive, Krim knew he wasn't going to get there, so that's something they teach you, that even as seniors, you might not get down, and the sophomore got his right mid on it.
6'3", 235, plays on that right defensive end.
Yeah, I'm certain that college coaches watch that young man play and just salivate.
Now he's going to go to the left side of the formation.
Number 50 for the Bulldogs.
And they triple teamed him. Did he catch it in bounds?
They slung it and did. Great catch by Caden Page. Moyer puts it in a tight spot. Great coverage by Watt. You see the hand clap. But, man, how in the world did he just catch that? But it's good for a Frost Roofing first down.
Picked up 7. He put that where only his teammate could secure it and was able to get the catch and both get a foot in bounds. And the Redskins are on the move for the 4th time.
Ryan Sadler checks in a game in exchange for Ryan Walter. First and 10 for the Redskins, the 44-yard line. 2 tight ends to the right of the formation. Now it's the handoff. Has a holder run through. Gets to the 30. Nearly spins out of the tackle before he's brought to the turf by Tyler Dillon and Aiden Daly. But another Frost Roofing first down.
You know, Garrett, we don't talk enough about assistant coaches, but Bill Garland has been a long-time high school football coach, and he is the offensive line coach at Wapakoneta, and those guys are doing a great job this evening.
You know, Mark, I always used to say, you basketball coaches, when you're done coaching, that's it. These football coaches, well, I'm coaching the offensive line at Ridgemont.
Look out.
Nels has a hole to run through, plenty of room to rumble, and he's got his second Fat Jack's Pizza rushing touchdown of the night. This one from 29 yards out.
He got that edge. You can see there's that kick-out block from number 67, Landon Miko, and that offensive line creates a crease, and here you go. Off to the races does Nas.
His second Fat Jacks Pizza touchdown will now bring Kyle Beach out for the B&B Auto Repair extra point. And Beach gets it through.
Missed it.
Missed it.
Yep.
That's his first missed extra point of the season. And that'll keep the score at 23-3 after the missed B&B Auto Repair extra point. So we'll come back with 4:33 to go here in the second quarter. 23-3 Wapak leads on WOSN. Scoreboard reads 23-3, and tonight's scoreboard brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years, with offices in downtown Lima and Bluffton.
65 yards, 2:18 off the clock. They did so in 7 plays. Garrett, this is an Elida defense which was second in the conference, giving up just 15 points a game, and Wapak has scored on all 3 possessions and have a 23-3 lead.
Kyle Beach takes the frustration out on the football after the missed extra point.
Or perhaps I should say all 4 possessions.
Yes, 4 possessions for the Redskins, 3 touchdowns, and a very long Kyle Beach field goal to get the scoring started tonight. Gives Elida the football at the 20-yard line.
And what a weapon, Beach is. We talked about his field goal, but when you're always starting on the 20-yard line and no chance for a run back because he puts the ball in the end zone virtually every time.
Yeah, I mean, you're putting guys back there that explosive with the football that you want them to get the opportunity to return.
Edscorn's really good at running play. He didn't have a chance. Ball's in the end zone.
So Isaac Earl, the senior signal caller, back to work. Will turn and pitch to Edscorn, and the Wapak defense wasn't fooled. Schnarry comes in at the end, delivers another blow as Caden Ware and Wyatt Buell come in to make the stop.
Too much penetration from the defensive line. That little inside pitch, there just wasn't anything there. Back to the 17-yard line. 18-yard line.
So a loss of 2.
Trying to get the ball into Edscorn's hands any way that they can.
Yeah, and it's I give them credit for not just saying, all right, we're going to turn and hand the ball to Edscorn and see if we can't move Wapak around, where it's shown that it's a little bit more difficult than you might have anticipated. And see what the Redskins do here. Pack off the edge, fired up the seam, another climbing grab by Keaton Hawkey this time. Get a great look at it on the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Instant Replay.
He's been high with a few of his passes in the last 2 possessions. His receivers have helped bail him out, but they still need a yard.
Yeah, gain of 11.
You know what I like? Earl just went over and slapped Hawkey's hands. Nice catch. He appreciates the fact that he didn't make perhaps the best throw, but his teammate went up and got it for him.
Yeah, Hawkey had 4 receptions all season coming into tonight. Here on 3rd and 1. Redskins show blitz, instead drop back, but a great play made by Wyatt Buell. Stops Edscorn after the carry. No gain. Brings up 4th and short.
They're doing this with the 3 down linemen and the 4 backers, and we're going to get a timeout, Redskins.
So Metzger Financial Services timeout taken by Wapak. They want as much time with the football as they can get. 2:53 to go here in the second. They lead 23-3 on WOSN. Tonight's premier sponsor for the Elida Bulldogs, John Stocker DDS, providing dental care for high school sports fans.
This may be a tough punt to catch where the wind's going. Jolly and Page are deep. Almost blocked her, did he?
Almost got it.
He might have got part of that.
Yep, he did. It goes out of bounds. Caden Ware, I think, was the one who got his mitts on it. So the 3 and out. They did put 3 seconds back on the clock before that last play, by the way. So with 1:11 to go here in the first half, Wapak will get the football at the Elida 41-yard line.
I think he got a hand on it that time and knocked it out of bounds, but certainly great field position for the Redskins, already up 20.
2 rushing touchdowns on the night for Jace Nouse as they'll turn and fire to Caden Page. Slips one tackle to Frost Roofing, first down and more. Shoved out of bounds by Tyler Dillon. But a nice pitch and catch on 1st and 10.
Quick out that time. He made the first man miss. And it goes up the sideline for that first down.
Ball at the 25-yard line now.
16-yard pickup. Boy, he's got some weapons between Jolly and Noss, of course, and then the catch right there.
Moyer hands off to Nouse. Up the middle, Nouse with room to rumble, looking for his 3rd. Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown, and has it. This one from 25 yards out, the 3rd of the night for Nouse, his 11th Fat Jack's Pizza rushing touchdown of the season.
Well, you saw the pull block that time was Landon Miko again, and he got out there and cleared some space, but everybody's knocking bodies around right there, and boy, Wapak is firing on all cylinders right now.
29-3, and now the B&B Auto Repair extra point from Kyle Beach. That one through the uprights and good. Makes it 30-3 Redskins.
Well, Garrett, that took all of 13 seconds to go that 41 yards.
Tonight's premier sponsor for the Wapak Redskins is the Side Rail here in Wapak, featuring signature burgers, appetizers, large portions, and specialty drinks. Open 7 days a week on Anglais Street and online at thesiderailrestaurant.com. A 2-play, 41-yard touchdown drive for the Redskins, capped off by a 25-yard touchdown run by Nouse. Makes it 30-3. And the Redskins have been quite efficient with the football in their hands.
They certainly have. You've got 5 possessions and 30 points on the board. They've scored on all of them. This one stays in field of play, though. And
able to slip out of the tackle. The first initial hit did the Bulldogs.
I think that was number 8, Bryson Pack, got down there first.
Delivers the blow. And it will be the worst starting field position of the night for the Bulldogs.
Well, maybe you should let it go in the end zone, get the ball to 20.
So the ball's at the 16-yard line. 2:32 to go.
And 2 timeouts.
Both sides with 2 timeouts.
And don't make a mistake, because if you do, you give the football back to this hot Redskin offense.
Elida will get the ball to start the second half. As Isaac Earl sends Wash in motion. Instead,
double handoff.
Gets off to Etzkorn. Gain of a couple there on first down for the Orange and Black.
6-yard pickup to the 22.
Caden Ware the tackle for the Redskins. As Elida, I think, might be content here to watch a lot of those numbers tick off the Web Insurance Agency scoreboard.
Well, if they get a first down or pick up a significant chunk of yardage, that might change Coach's mind, but he doesn't want to give the football back to Wapak. And what do we got?
I have a false start here. We do.
Moved. Yep. Pretty much negates that 6-yard drive or first 6-yard run on first down.
So it makes it 2nd and 9.5.
What it does do, if the Elida Bulldogs are trying to run the clock down, it gives them another 25 seconds.
Then I don't think they'll be sad about watching tip-off. As Earl hands off to Etzkorn, slung down by Ware from behind. Maybe a little surprise there that Wapak didn't take the timeout.
I'm looking to see if they're choosing to do that.
Just because it's 3rd and long here.
And when you got a leg like you have with Kyle Beach, if you can force a punt, you might well have a chance for another 3.
1:20 to go on the Web Insurance Agency scoreboard here in the first half.
The way this wind's going, Garrett, you kick it at the right time, it'll be at your back.
That's true. You just got to wait for
the right one.
Wait for the flag to be pointing south. Earl on 3rd and 8. Pressured. Slips past Pack. Tucks it. Tries to slip past Rampula. Does before he's finally met by Buell. Slung down with under a minute to go here in the first half. Might get the timeout here.
Yeah, here's that timeout.
You get the defensive coordinator and the Metzger Financial Services timeout called. He's patting the official on the back to say, hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to scream at you. I just need to get that timeout.
Just getting a little bit excitable right here.
So the Metzger Financial Services timeout. We'll come back with more second quarter action for you here on WOSN. Third punt of the night upcoming here for the Elida Bulldogs. Logan Crow back deep with under a minute to go.
Here they come again.
Didn't quite get to Crow, but the punt grabbed by Jolly. Goes to the far sideline, has some room to rumble. Brought down in the open field, a great open field tackle by Seth Sharp. But the football at midfield, and with the leg of Kyle Beach, Wapak doesn't have to get far here to be in point-scoring range.
That was a really good punt. He got the football over midfield from the 19-yard line with this wind that is whipping around right now. And a nice run back just to get it to the 49.
This is the fourth drive of the night for the Redskins that has either started at the 50-yard line or in Elida territory, leading to that 30-3 score here in this second quarter. They'll hand to Nouse. Nouse with some room to rumble. Nouse out past the 35-yard line to the 34. A big carry of 14 yards for Jace Nouse for the Frost Roofing first down.
Hauser was out there looking for somebody to block. There wasn't anybody for him to hit.
Redskins kicking into overdrive with under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Moyer, penalty flag thrown, caught by Ryan Walter, shoved out of bounds. We'll see what the penalty flag is.
Lots of flags won't fly in that time. Back judge got one. Somebody on this side of the field got one. Our officials tonight, Troy Newsom is the guy in the white hat. Bruce Payne, Jim Borgia, Chris Ewald, and Steve Abbott are our crew this evening.
It sure is a nice night for football, by the way, if you're looking to get into high school football officiating.
Let's see what the call is here.
Nights like these that you can talk somebody into it, I think. So a legal substitution against Elida and an illegal shift against Wapak. So we'll just do it again.
All we do is lose time. The time that ran off the clock.
And moments of our lives that we'll never get back.
Never get back.
The ball to 33. Moyer in the gun. Two wide receivers wide to each side. He'll stand in the pocket. Krim nearly got there. He'll let it fly. It's caught by Jolly. He'll turn the corner.
I think we got a
out
hold.
Of bounds, but
somebody grabbed a hold of
Krim right when he was getting there.
Right there.
Yep. You can see a jersey tug and a penalty flag come out. There's probably a direct correlation there.
He was using his speed to come off the edge, and the tackle just did whatever he could to keep him away from his quarterback, but that's going to come back. And, of course, our new rule this year, it's not a spot foul. It goes from the line of scrimmage.
So, ball be spotted at the 43-yard line?
Yes, back it up 10. And 14 seconds now on the clock.
Same formation for the Redskins. Moyer. Krim.
Another flag.
Held again.
Yep.
That's just not a great matchup for the Redskins and really for many people in the WBL trying to block Parker Krim one-on-one.
He seems to have had more success when he's been on that side of the formation. You see the flag that came in right there.
So Wapak.
And now you got to wonder if 6 seconds to go, if we just let it come to an end if you're the Redskins.
Yeah, you had aspirations of, even if we get into field goal range, we can make it 33-3, start the second half with the running clock. Even, one, to take some wear and tear off your guys in week 8, if you can shorten up the second half. 2, there's supposedly weather incoming that you try to get moving, and now I think you might just be either turn it around and hand it off to Jace Nouse or letting Caleb Moyer uncork one, see how far he can throw it.
Head to the victory formation, too.
Yeah, we'll just take the knee, I think. Take the snap. That'll do it for the first half of play. An impressive one for the Redskins. The only time they don't score is this final drive of the half. And they take a 30-3 lead into the halftime break over the Elida Bulldogs. We'll come back with our Al's Woody's Diner halftime adjustment when we return here on WOSN. Tonight's halftime adjustment brought to you by Al's Woody's Diner in Wapak. It's Wapak's best place for pizza, wings, subs, and burgers. Call 419-738-9111. 30-3, Wapak with the lead over Elida here at the halftime break, Mark. And when you take a look at the halftime adjustments for Wapak, I don't think you got to change a whole lot.
That's correct. If you're the Wapakoneta Redskins, just keep on keeping on. Your defense has been very good, especially when you put pressure on the quarterback. They've completed a few balls, but haven't got anything with anything dangerous. They got a hand on a punt. They've got an interception. Their defense has played very well, and of course their offense has been very efficient, scoring every possession. But the last one there with a little bit of a kneel down. So for the Redskins, just keep on playing, man.
When you take a look at the Elida Bulldogs, I think.
Yep.
But offensively, they're not playing all that poorly. It's just inopportune moments where on third down where you need to pick up the frost roofing first down, just haven't been able to move those chains at the most opportune times.
Elida will get the football first here in quarter number 3. And if they can put up some points on the board, get a little bit of thought process, yes, we can compete with this team. Maybe they can score a little bit more here in the second half. They've been close. They haven't been able to get Edscorn on track, but they've been able to throw the ball, Earl to his wide receivers, and maybe Edscorn coming out of the backfield. Let's see what they can come up with at halftime and see if they can find a way to put some points on the board here in quarter number 3.
Wapak's offense just playing out of their minds well here in the first half. Meanwhile, Elida, at times, Parker Krim has been a difference maker on the defensive line that has shown, hey, this is why we're playing the way we are defensively.
Either he has made plays or they've held him, which kept Wapak from making plays. So he's been a very effective player in the first half.
So that'll do it for our Al's Woody's Diner halftime adjustment. Brought to you by Al's Woody's Diner. It's Wapak's best place for pizza, wings, subs, and burgers. Call 419-738-9111. Third quarter action coming up for you when we return here on WOSN. Tonight's third quarter brought to you by Bankley Real Estate. They have an effective sales approach, effective marketing campaigns, and an extensive network that will get results that move you. 30-3, the score as the second half about to get underway. Elida will return the opening kickoff, trailing by 27 points. In high school football, when you get to the 30-point gap, the clock begins to run. So Elida trying to stave that off. Wapak trying to get it started here as the third quarter is about to get underway.
And Garrett, if you look at the radar off the Weather Channel, your hometown of Salina, St. Mary's, that whole area is getting wet and it's heading this way. So this may be kind of obviously a playing surface that can handle that, but from a player standpoint, it might get sloppy here in a while.
Kyle Beach will tee the football up.
Plus, it's dropped into the 50s. With that breeze, it's probably a little bit brisk outside.
Luckily, we don't have any idea.
Unfortunately, we had to sit in the press box and enjoy Brad Rex's smorgasbord that the athletic director provides here.
Before I left tonight, my wife called and said, do you eat at Wapak? Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. So thank you to the fine folks that host us here at Wapak.
My wife was gone for quite a while. She came in at 3 o'clock. You want supper? Nope. Not tonight.
Nope.
You got the night off.
You got pizza before the game, hot dogs, cream chicken, hamburgers at the half. As Kyle Beach boots it away.
Oh, hello.
Shockingly, it goes through the end zone.
He did. He kicked out of the back of the end zone. Line drive.
And Elida will start at their own 20-yard line one more time.
And in all seriousness, we have mentioned it's breezy, and the wind is blowing directly across the field now, and at a pretty good clip. So blows from the sideline where the Redskins are at, right across towards the Elida sideline. Let's see what the Bulldogs can get going here.
West to east breeze is Isaac Earl, the 5'9" senior. Started the season as a wide receiver. Thrust into quarterback action. Stands the gun with 3 to his right. Turns and fires. It's caught by Jackson Koval. Tries to slip a tackle before he's shoved to the turf by Nate Metzger. But a complete pass, you'll see on this Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Instant Replay.
They've been very good at that short passing game. Good catch by Koval and pickup of 7.
Bulldogs finally get set here. That's going to the right of Earl. That's scored. Up the sideline, they'll throw to Koval instead as the Frost Roofing first down before Jarrett Mullen drives him out of bounds. but back-to-back completions pick up that Frost Roofing first down.
You could see he was running a crossing route there. Garrett came from the left side of the formation to the right side. Pitch and catch gets it up to the 36-yard line, so a couple of passes, 16 yards and a first down.
Covalt with 16 receptions coming into tonight has a couple here on the evening. The backfield will be empty besides Earl, with 3 to his left, immediately pressured. Rolls, fires to Etzkorn, and he's put straight to the turf.
See who made that hit on the far side.
The tackle was Jace Nouse.
It was? Yes, it was.
Picked him up and, oh no, it was Mullen. Jarrett Mullen picked him up and drove him straight to the turf. That was a nice tackle. Nose of the football right at the 45-yard line, though. Makes it 2nd and 1.
I thought maybe Earl was going to keep it that time. He had some space on the edge that time, but a 9-yard pickup and 3 straight completions.
2 receivers, each side of the formation. 4 down linemen for the Redskins. Low snap. Fires over the middle of the field, looking for Covalt. Undercut and intercepted by Jolly. The second interception taken away by the Redskins tonight.
Watch how well the defensive back plays the football. Just runs right in front of them. Really nice job that time by Grant Jolly, the future North Carolina State baseball player.
So with 10:30 to go here in the third quarter, I beg your pardon.
That ball was just a bit unthrown. They had the ball for 90 seconds. They were on the move, and then the interception.
So with the ball at the 25-yard line, this is the worst starting field position of the night for the Redskins, which tells you just about all you need to know about how the first half went for Wapak. Moyer turns and fires quickly to Jolly, makes the catch. Nice open field tackle made by Seth Sharp. Or no, I beg your pardon, David Etzkorn made the tackle.
Got a bulldog down over there.
We got an injured Elida Bulldog on the field. So we'll step aside here early in the third quarter on WOSN. Tonight's Red Zone sponsor, Wright State University Lake Campus. Whether you're interested in an associate's or bachelor's degree, Wright State University Lake Campus offers something for you. Visit lake.wright.edu to apply today as the Redskins pick up the Frost Roofing first down on a pitch and catch from Caleb Moyer to Caden Page.
We should mention that the injured player was Tyler Siefker, and he could not put any weight on his leg. Had to have some assistance to get off the field. And we certainly wish him the best.
Yep, carried off by his Bulldog teammates and get him all squared away on that Elida sideline as the Redskins go to work with under 10 to go here in the third quarter. Jace Nouse slips a tackle, still fighting forward out to the 43-yard line.
Seth Sharp had a shot at him in the backfield, but he made him miss right there. He struggled to get over the 40-yard line and pick up that yardage.
Sam Maddox the tackle for Elida.
He got 6. Didn't realize that.
Yeah, got the wrapped up around the ankle and
just kept dragging.
Chomped at that bit a little farther. So 2nd and 4. Nouse another carry. Has blockers in front of him. Reverses field. Nouse into the open field. Nouse looking for his 4th rushing touchdown of the night, and he's going to get it. This one from 58 yards out. Jace Nouse, the Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown, slipped the tackle before the midfield stripe and went off to the races for his 4th score of the evening.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time talking about his leg strength and his ability to pick his way through a hole, but when he had a chance to turn the Jets on, it was adios to the end zone.
So with 9 minutes to go here in this third quarter, the snap is back to B&B Auto Repair and Sales. Extra point is through the uprights and good. Makes it 37-3. Wapak, I beg your pardon, here on WOSN. Tonight's Extras Point sponsor, B&B Auto Repair. Relying on Van and his team of expert technicians to provide excellent service. Call 419-738-8090 for your auto repair needs. 4-play, 75-yard touchdown drive, capped off by a 58-yard touchdown run by Jace Nouse, his 4th of the game.
He had 8 touchdowns on the season, Garrett, before tonight. He's tacked on 4 tonight.
So things have gone all Wapak's way here on the offensive side of the football. Paired that with a couple of turnovers forced. Leads to this 37-3 score as Kyle Beach boots that one into the end zone one more time. And again, Elida starts at the 20.
Garrett, one of my jobs at WSN is to contact coaches and get stats and rosters and game keys. And one of the things that Coach Moyer put out this week was control the line of scrimmage. And his offensive and defensive lines have done that this evening. Just check that one off the box.
On both sides of the ball,
yes,
really,
sir.
For the most part.
Yeah, that's correct.
There's been, and Wapak, as much as we've talked about the offense, the defense has gotten timely stops as well. We're on third down. They've brought pressure and got to Isaac Earl at the real opportune times.
They've only sacked him once, but they've rushed him hard a couple of times. They picked up a couple of INTs. The defense has played well today, Steve, holding him to just 3.
Earl by his lonesome in the backfield.
And they got him that time.
Bryson Pack, the sack, gives the shoulder shrug.
But you can see downfield the defensive coverage was very good. Earl had nowhere to go with the football.
Great look at it on the Lee's famous recipe. Check an instant replay.
As he tries to roll out and get away from pressure, he ends up back on the 13-yard line.
So a loss of 7. Do have the running clock rolling here in this third quarter with the Wapak advantage. Plenty of time for Earl over the middle of the field. Swatted down by Joey Truesdale.
How many times you said that?
Well, I was just about to say, if he wanted, that would have been his third interception of the night.
Just goes up and tomahawks the ball down, being a safe rather than try to perhaps get an interception or maybe go off of his hands. Hey, Garrett, while we got a minute, I know Isaac Earl's family. They do Meals to Monday in Elida and do a great job of providing extra food for young people who don't have a source of food over the weekend. And I really appreciate what his family does there. And they've got a lot of support. They will tell you that. But the Isaac Earl family does that.
3 receivers. Blitz. Earl steps up and is brought down. Jarrett Mullen, the sack. The second sack of the drive coming off the edge.
You can see they couldn't get out to block him in time. He was assigned to be covered by by Keaton Hawkey. Hawkey couldn't get there in time, and a 3-yard loss. 2 sacks out of 3 plays.
I think Hawkey Mullen did a nice job disguising it, and Hawkey at the last second saw him and tried to shuffle out there, but
it showed his speed to get around the edge, and now we're going to get a punt, and most likely Wapak with the football in Elida territory.
Wapak's been close to blocking a couple here tonight as Logan Crow will set up the return as Crow gets the high, short punt. And it takes a Wapak bounce, caught at the 35-yard line by Travis Adkins. So the Redskins will have great starting field position one more time.
Talk about how good the Wapak defense has been. Elida's had the ball for, 7 possessions now, I guess, and they've had 2 interceptions and 4 punts. Tack on that 1 field goal they had in there. So it's been a really good defensive effort tonight by the Redskins, and once again, they are getting the football on the plus side of the field.
So this drive begins with 5:49 with the running clock.
Got to do running back.
Schnarr to the right of Moyer. Moyer turns and fires, caught by Caden Page. Slips 1 tackle, can't slip the second.
Ball's
loose. The officials did call the fumble, but it's recovered by the Redskins. As Ryan Walter able to get on top of it.
Well, you can see he's fighting for extra yardage right here is Page. Good job of making the first guy miss, and then they strip it out. And in the scramble for the football, Wapak gets back on top of it. Perhaps Ryan Price got to it, I think. Does that look right?
Ryan Walter, I believe.
Okay.
And Bentley Mooney is the defender for Elida who ripped the football out.
Ends up being a pickup of just a single yard.
Sennhauser in motion. Schnarr runs right into the heart of that Elida defense. He's gobbled up.
That time it was just kind of like a man-on-man situation. They brought Hauser in to help Try to clear some space in the middle, but Elida won the battle of the trenches that time.
Yeah, Carter Kirby in on the stop for Elida. Still shuffle in some new faces. So 3rd and long for the Redskins. Moyer looking, fires, caught by Page one more time.
That's Corn with a big tackle.
Didn't know if there was a face mask.
Yeah, I was wondering too. He sure went
way.
down like it, didn't he?
No, he just got the shoulder pads.
Yeah, he did.
Ripped him down. That's a nice job of officiating there. You see it on the Lee's famous recipe chicken instant replay. 4th and short now.
Held him to a 5-yard gain, and they rolled out that time away from Parker Krim.
Probably a wise decision.
Probably took the ball to the short side of the field. Here we are at 4th and about 2.5.
It really gives Wapak a chance here, and both sides really, to practice some situational football with the game already for the most part decided. 4th and short here gives you an opportunity to try something out. So turn, pitch to Jolly, or I beg your pardon, pitch to Page. Needed to get to the 25 and did.
What a pair of receivers they have in Jolly and Page. They've used the tight end a couple times tonight.
That Frost Roofing first down. Puts them at the 25-yard line.
Need to get to the 26. They got to the 25 and obviously keep the drive alive.
A couple of new faces on the offense. For Wapak is Reese Schnarry, the tackle. Or the carry, I beg your pardon.
And I wonder, is Nas done carrying the football tonight?
Yeah, wouldn't be.
4 touchdown runs. Good chance to get him some rest and get a teammate some carries.
A couple of new faces in the ball game as Keaton Heft comes in at wide receiver. Also Grant Stauffer, Ryan Sadler, all a couple of seniors and juniors checking in the game. As Bryson Pack stands to the left of Moyer in the gun. He'll get the carry, patiently surveys that Elida defense, gets inside the Wright State University Lake Campus red zone.
That would be correct. He just kind of stayed behind his offensive line, as you can see right there, and eventually the tackle is made. Atkins and crew, but again, a patient run to the 17.
Already down under 2 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Assuming this might be one of the final drives for Caleb Moyer.
But I like the idea. Let your veteran quarterback lead the inexperienced guys in this particular situation, and then you can go with other guys later on.
Alex Hageman, the snap back to Moyer. Pack the stiff arm, can't get out of it. Mooney, the tackle in the open field. A nice play made by the 5'9 junior.
That was. Came off the edge. Right there, you see him use his speed to close and get the tackle right about the line of scrimmage. And we're to 4th down. Is it beach time or got an injured player?
We got an injured Redskin. So we'll step aside here. It looks like Bryson Pack is the injured Redskin. 1:21 remaining here in the 3rd quarter on WOSN. Timeouts tonight brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com.
That's Bryce Pack coming off the field with a lot of assistance. He can't put any weight on his left leg, and we had a leg injury for both teams tonight, and we certainly wish those players the best. Hopefully they recover soon.
Playoff hopes for both sides. Wapak getting 11th in Division III Region 12. Elida 13th as the top 16 schools in each region make the playoffs. And really it says a lot about Division III Region 12 that both squads are 5-2 and neither one would be hosting a playoff game.
As opposed to some of the regions that we cover where things are a little bit easier for you. Of course, we'll be putting all that together. It's tournament draw weekend, Garrett. Soccer and volleyball.
4th down, and a nice scamper on the first carry of the game by Noah Bishop for a 17-yard Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown.
Well, watch him just find a hole and then get through it and go.
17 yards out The Fat Jack's Pizza touchdown run by Noah Bishop makes it 43-3.
And just a 36-yard drive, though, in those 8 plays. And we're short one guy on the field, it looks like.
Yep, so with under 30 seconds to go in the quarter, we might be short 2 guys. So we'll trot them on here for the B&B Auto Repair extra point. Kyle.
Got a different kicker.
I was going to say, we've got a new guy on to kick, number 99, Ethan Eisert, through the uprights and good. Makes it 44-3 Redskins here in the final moments of quarter number 3 on WOSN. High school football tonight brought to you by Citizens National Bank. See how they're building businesses one relationship at a time at CNB Ohio.
Talk some more, Garrett, because that ever-annoying Neil Diamond's on in the background here. Talk loud, I don't have to listen to it. Oh, and the people in the press box are actually singing. Okay, Garrett. Let's get this 8 seconds over. We're actually going to go to the third quarter break right here.
The clock's going to run down.
Yeah.
A veteran heady move there by Ethan Eisert, the junior kicker.
Yep.
Knows that the clock is going to tick down if he just watches those numbers step aside. And we'll step aside and head to the fourth quarter. Wapak in firm control here on WOSN. Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Binkley Real Estate. They have an effective sales approach, effective marketing campaigns, and an extensive network that will get results and move you. So 44-3 as the fourth quarter begins, and Wapak going to win their 6th in a row mark, and
yes, they are.
A lot to be excited about, a lot of improvement for this squad throughout the season.
Two very difficult, close losses at the beginning of the season, and they've been on a roll since then, and they have Salina in the final week of the season. I believe that's in this facility, I think.
Kickoff juggled by the Elida Bulldogs as Cameron Kaufman originally picked up the football.
Salina had an early lead on Ottawa Glandorf. I used my WSN app at halftime, and they were up 20-0 on Ottawa Glandorf, so they're on a roll again. Obviously, each team has a game in Week 9 before they would set that Week 10 event up.
And you talk about Wapak's Week 1 loss to Marion Local, Salina Week 1 loss to Versailles.
Yep.
2 schools that feel pretty good about their chance to be playing in Canton the first weekend in December.
Yeah, 8 weeks from today.
Still time.
Yeah.
Looks like Elida's down a guy. And now we'll get a timeout here.
Yes, we will.
As
I started to say, Garrett, before we went to break there a moment ago, this Sunday is sectional volleyball and soccer boys and girls tournament draw. We'll have some games coming up for you on WSM once those things are situated.
Metzger Financial Services timeout. We'll step aside here on WOSN. First down tonight brought to you by Frost Roofing, family owned and operated for over 95 years. Join the Frost family, an equal opportunity employer. 419-739-ROOF.
Cameron Kaufman with that carry, 5'10" sophomore.
Noah Jospel in a quarterback now, a big sophomore, 6'4", 170-pounder.
Picked up 4 on first down, Garrett. You're doing your read. A lot of guys in the football game. Of course, you used to be able to tell because their uniforms were clean. Yep. We had the grass and dirt type fields, and everybody's uniform is clean.
And generally, by the time Week 8 came around, it was more grass than dirt.
Yeah.
Now you can tell where the football was spotted or who's wearing what number. As Jospel stands in the gun and hands off.
Jet sweep action.
Freshman Larry Smith gets the carry. Nice job switching the football in the arms there.
It's just a freshman getting some experience here on Friday night under the lights.
And it's good experience for everybody.
You know,
you're going to need this eventually.
Garrett, I understand the reasoning behind these running clocks, but it does take away playing time from these young men trying to get experience for future games. The game goes so quickly now with that occurring. Not disagreeing with doing it, but the point is that it does take some time from their preparation.
No, absolutely. These kids work hard and practice all week, just like everybody else. Is the handoff met in the open field and shoved backwards. Ryan Walter, the tackle after the carry by Cameron Kaufman. Walter didn't get blocked and just
missed assignment, and we're going to get a Elida punt again.
Braylon Walter combines with him for the tackle. So 4th and 10, and Logan Crow steps back out on the field.
A different return guy this time, is that correct? Richardson and I think Stauffer.
I was going to say, it looks like Grant Stauffer. Looking through the screen here in the press box. Crow's punt away.
Punt. Wow.
Got a boomer. Bounces at the 25-yard line and will roll to the 10. Inside the 10. A great punt by Logan Crow before it's downed by David Etzkorn.
65-yard punt.
Wow. Crow averages just under 40, so that'll help the average tonight.
Sure will. Just kicked it over the coverage and got a good roll on this turf.
Wapak going to go to work now.
See if they use another quarterback here. This would be the spot to do it in.
Looks like he got number 17, which is not on my roster. Oh, nope, number 14 now. Kagan Zink going to come in, running offense for the Redskins. Zink, a 5'11", 145-pound sophomore, will go underneath center. And a handoff to Bishop, who got the touchdown on his last and first carry of the evening.
Cut off the right side of the formation. You can see kind of strung it out a little bit, did they? Elida Bulldogs defensively held them to 2-yard pickup.
Gabe Klein the tackle for Elida.
See Zink goes over to the sideline to get the play call from the coaching staff.
I wonder how much, not just from a simplicity standpoint, but we're just going to go wing tee, turn around and a football off.
Going to go all unbalanced line to the right this time, though.
Hand off on the dive straight up ahead to Andre Longsworth. Jason Fridley the tackle.
Close to a first down. Need to get to the 20.
So 3rd and short upcoming.
Coach Moyer steps out on the field to get the play call, and Zink has to check it again. But there's plenty of time on the play clock.
25 seconds remain, so plenty of time for Wapak to run it down should they want to. Again, the clock moving with the mercy rule here in high school football. Once the advantage gets over 30, continuous clock. As the quarterback sneak straight up ahead to Zink. Picks up the Frost Roofing first down.
Good vision on his part. Takes the ball just to the right side. Goes behind his right tackle, right guard. Gets up to the 20, where are we at, 24? Good 4-yard pickup, 5-yard pickup, and a first down.
So a whole host of new faces on the field for the Redskins and Bulldogs playing out this Western Buckeye League matchup.
Go shotgun this time. Nope, he's going to go up under center. Unbalanced line left this time.
5 seconds on the play clock. A handoff to Bishop. Running outside. The stiff arm. A nice stiff arm. Or he's brought down.
Good tackle by Kaufman.
Kaufman pulls him to the turf. A gain of 5.
You can see Coach Moyer taking time with his sophomore quarterback to get the play situation in.
He'll go back up under center one more time. Split backs behind him. Longsworth.
Look out.
The carry.
Yeah, good job.
Pulling a defender out to the 50-yard line. A nice carry. by the 5'9", 175-pound sophomore.
Picks up 21 on this play and just runs through tackles and drags people to midfield.
10 yards after contact there for the Frost Roofing first down.
Chance to impress the coaching staff. 5'9", 175.
Getting some run here on a Friday night. Get your name in the paper. Longsworth one more carry. A little miscommunication.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He's got another Frost Roofing first down before he's pulled down at the 35. See the
good run to the left of the formation.
Lee's famous recipe chicken instant replay. I don't know that he didn't realize he was going to get the football until it was about to be in his belly, but it works nonetheless.
And once he got it, he did something with it. Got 15 yards.
Good drive put together here by this Wapak reserve offense.
It's time to go unbalanced to the right side of the formation.
Bishop to carry, cuts it up.
Good block that time. You talked about running the football, Andre Longsworth. He got a good block that time.
See number 24 here, the
Watch
lead
right
blocker.
Here. Gets a block right there.
Kicks that defensive end out.
And
looks like he might have practiced that a time or two.
2-yard pickup to the 33.
4 minutes remain on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard tonight.
Good drive. Started back on their own 10-yard line. It's been a good drive.
Zink back up under center. Hands off. Bishop. Stiff arm, penalty flag thrown as Kaufman drops Noah Bishop to the turf.
Number 27 out there trying to make the tackle, Bentley Mooney.
Tonight's first call of the quarter, brought to you by Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com. So the penalty against the Redskins pushes things back a bit.
You know, Garrett, that's how you tell you have a good officiating crew. You know, we're in the last part of the ball game. Let's just let this one run out. Nope, we're going to enforce the rules the way they're made to be enforced. And, you know, you hold, you get caught for it. Good piece of officiating.
Just because the numbers are ticking off the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard doesn't mean.
We'll just let it go. We'll get in the locker room quicker. Nope, let's call the game right. That's how young players learn. Game's officiated properly.
Kagan Zink under center. Hands off to Longsworth. Slam to the turf. Believe Fridley another tackle.
Right down to the 40-yard line.
Third and long upcoming as we get a whole new offense in. 44-3 on the Webb Insurance Agency scoreboard. Webb Insurance Agency serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. So after the penalty, makes it 3rd and 15.
Well, Garrett, number 15 is the quarterback, and I asked the PA guy, who is 15? I don't know. We don't have him on our roster either.
All righty.
So
the young pup will go under center. The handoff to number 43 that is also not on our roster. I think this might be the freshman.
Yeah, I would guess.
Getting some run here on a Friday night. Preston.
They're going to 4th down.
So, yeah, 4th and 18 here. 90 seconds to go.
Had the football for 7 minutes plus. The way this running clock goes, ball's loose.
And a fumble pounced on by Gabe Klein.
Yep.
After the miscommunication, so the turnover gives the football back to the Elida Bulldogs with just over a minute to go here.
So with the penalty, they get backed up that time and are not able to overcome that. But with a 44-3 lead, it was just getting some experience from young players anyway. So on the ball in the 46 here.
Yeah, and really the freshman season, you get to play 8 games, so you're wrapped up for the most part and just working in practice here with the varsity. And you get a chance to play on a Friday night, something those guys with a grade 9 will remember.
Look where they're lined up here. Now they're going to move up. The clock's running, and the play clock is down to 6.
Now to 2, and they get the snap off, and the turn and pitch to Kaufman with some room to run out to the 45-yard line. Very close to a Frost Roofing first down. Got it.
Good pitch. You can see the O-line up front, kind of a man-on-man situation. Ran by the first tackler, and a good run that time for first down to the 30 to the 44.
And that's going to do it. Elida going to watch the numbers tick off the scoreboard for one final play and said, you know what?
Yep.
We've seen enough tonight. Wapak, an absolute buzzsaw offensively, put 44 points on the board tonight in a dominating 44-3 win over the Elida Bulldogs. We'll step aside, come back, and put a bow on this one. Wapak now 6-2 on the season. Winners of 6 in a row after the victory over Elida tonight. You're on WOSN. Back at Wapak, wrapping up a 44-3 victory for the Redskins over the Elida Bulldogs. I'm Garrett Seawright, joined alongside Mark Shine. And Mark, it's time to name our Stolly Hustle Award winner for tonight. And in a night when Wapak was just outstanding offensively, I know it might sound weird to give it to a primarily defensive player, but there's one guy I think that we both agree deserved the honor tonight.
Yeah, Joey Truesdale had a wonderful game as a linebacker this evening. We saw him with one interception, one of the 2 interceptions that the Redskins had this evening. We saw him make several tackles and also had a couple of pass breakups too as well. He played extremely well. Elida had 8 possessions in the football game. They were forced to punt 5 times. They had 2 turnovers and had the field goal. The outstanding defense tonight from the Wapakoneta Redskins, and a good part of that was Truesdale this evening.
Yeah, he had the interception. Could have had 2 more if he wanted them. Yep. Had the big catch and rumble down to the 1-yard line in a limited offensive duty. But Joey Truesdale is our Stolly Hustle Award winner tonight. Check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WOSN YouTube page. So 44-3, Wapak takes down Elida tonight. Redskins now 6-2 on the season. Elida drops to 5-3. That'll do it from us here in Wapak for our fantastic WOSN crew and Mark Shine. I'm Garrett Seawright saying so long, and we'll catch you next time right here on WOSN.